everyone, this is Yao Fang. Now I'm gonna show a demo of a dictionary attack to the WPA2 Wi-Fi password. In order to crack the Wi-Fi password using dictionary attack, we first have to capture the four-way handshake. In order to do that, we have to turn our Wi-Fi adapter into monitor mode so we can sniff Wi-Fi traffic. So first, I'm going to use a command called iwconfig to check the status of my Wi-Fi adapter. As you can see right now, my Wi-Fi adapter, which is WLAN0, is in manager mode. So we have to turn it into monitor mode. The command that we use is sudo airmon and then check queue. So this command here is going to queue all the unnecessary process that might interference with the monitor mode. And then after this, we're going to use the aircrack-ng command again, but this time we're going to use star WLAN0, which is my Wi-Fi adapter, to turn my adapter into monitor mode. To verify it, we're going to use the iwconfig command again. You can see now my Wi-Fi adapter is in monitor mode. So since I'm in monitor mode right now, so let's capture some Wi-Fi data. The command to do that is sudo aircrack-ng, and then with my Wi-Fi adapter, which is WLAN0. So you will see that the program will try to searching all the available Wi-Fi networks in my neighborhood. So right now I'm gonna stop here, pause here for a second. So I already see the target networks, which is my Spectrum Wi-Fi 00-2G. I copied this SSID and the password for my Spectrum router. This is the default SSID and the password for my Spectrum router, and then I copy them to my personal Wi-Fi access point, and then to try to crack this default password. As you can see, this Wi-Fi network is broadcasting on channel 1, and this is gonna be the MAC address of my wireless routers. So to take a deeper look on this Wi-Fi network only, I'm gonna use the aircrack-ng command, but this time I'm gonna specify the channel to 1 and also the MAC address to my Wi-Fi router, and then I'm gonna use a command called -w to write all the capture file onto the hack file. So let's go ahead and start to run the capturing. So as you can see right now, it detects that there's some client connected to this Wi-Fi network, which is my physical computer. In order to capture the four-way handshake, there must be some client connecting to the wireless access point while we capturing the data. To do that, hackers usually gonna use a deauthentication attack to the client that already connected to the wireless router. So here I'm gonna try to do the same thing. I will open up another terminal, and I'm gonna use the command aircrack-ng, and dash 0 means is the authentication attack. 1 it means it only goes one time, and then -a means that this is gonna be my router's MAC address, and -c is the client that I'm attacking. And here is gonna be my Wi-Fi adapter. So I hit enter. So it sends a couples of that. So now You see, all of a sudden we capture the Wi-Fi four-way handshake here, which is great. So since we already captured the handshake, now we can stop the capturing, and then when you use an ls command to make sure we actually kept save the file, looks like we did, which is hack-01. So now since we have the four-way handshake ready, the next step is gonna to use the dictionary to try to crack the password. The tool we're gonna use is gonna be the aircrack-ng suite. So here, um, the file name is gonna be hack-01, and the dash W means the dictionary I'm gonna use. Here, my dictionary actually is in my documents file, so I want to make sure I'm in the correct folder. Alright, so now I'm gonna run the command. So the cracking started. So this whole process, it could take up to 3 minutes. So at this time I'm gonna pause the recording. I will resume once the cracking is done. Okay, so after 3 minutes and 20 seconds, the program actually run through somewhat around 840,000 different keys, and it finally find the correct password, which is great. Here there are a few points I need to clarify. The methodologies of the dictionary attack is we need to find the patterns of a certain password, and then we're gonna create a dictionary which could contain all possible combinations of password with those kind of patterns, and then we will use a program like this to try to match the Wi-Fi password to each entries of the dictionary to see if we can find the correct one. Um, in this demo, we use the Spectrum default password, and the pattern it has is it always begins with a adjective, and then it will follow by a none, and then followed by a random three-digit numbers. So in theory, if I have a list of all adjective and then a list of all nuns, I can easily use a Python script to regenerate all possible combinations um, of this type of password. However, if I actually did the whole list of adjective and nouns, the dictionary that created could have a really huge size, and then the crack time is gonna increase a lot. So for demonstration purposes, I just choose a small list of adjective and a small list of none, so I can limit the runtime in around 3 minutes. And as you can see, um, any password with a meaningful word actually is pretty easy to guess. So just try to avoid to use any meaningful words in your password so that you can avoid from the uh, dictionary attack. And that's it for this demo. Thank you very much.